Hi, I'm Barry here and welcome to Motographer channel. Today I'm going to talk about DVRs. Okay, why are they important? I did share in my previous video that helmet cameras are important. And then why is DVRs is important and what are the tips that is needed for you to look out when you are finding for a DVR. So here we go. So here are my take for why a DVR is important. So there's a few things and a few pros about it. The first one will be it will never run out of battery. So you don't need to worry about the battery running out while you're riding because it will run as long as your engine is running or idling. And then it will only turn off when you turn off your ignition. So it won't drain your battery. Number two is that it is fully waterproof. So you don't need to worry that there's a sudden downpour and you're gonna have a short circuit issue. No, you won't have that. And the third one is that it records front and back at the same time. And that is very crucial because you need all the evidence if anything happens. And the last part is that it has a locking feature. That means that when it detects a certain lean angle or it detects impact, it will actually shift and lock this footage, the current footage, into a separate folder. This is to prevent deletion when you are accessing your micro SD card. So now let's get to the more in-depth point on how to choose a DVR. Tip number one, go for a 1080 HD, full HD resolution at least, okay? I won't recommend 720p. Last time I have a 720p and it is fine when you're riding. When you're riding, you're close, all these things. But then what is the tricky part is when something happened, when an accident happened and the car is further away. So let us see the clip, then you'll get what I mean. So you can see the clip over where the taxi just left, okay, after side swiping a rider, and you can see that his number plate cannot be seen. Until now, up to date, we do not know who is it and which taxi was it. We only know the taxi company, we only know the advertisement on it, but we do not know what is the number plate and who is the driver till now. So yeah, that is the 720p. So I find having a higher resolution DVR is still safer for you because when anything happens, at least you still have the footage. Even he's leaving or maybe he's speeding away, you still can actually rewind, slowly view the footage and capture his number plate. But that can only work with higher resolution camera. So I would recommend at least minimum 1080 Full HD. Tip number two, quality layered lens. Okay, of course, like cameras, if the lens is poor, you won't have good quality. So good quality layered lens will be able to capture better quality. So I would highly recommend that because there are some DVRs out there with a very low quality lens. So they are very affordable, but I'm sorry, they might not be that useful if anything happens. Tip number three, the recording unit best preferred to be waterproof and heat-proof, okay? Because you won't want your bike to be recording halfway and then it just stop recording because of overheating problems, okay? Even for cameras, our mirrorless cameras, when we do those type of long recording, there are cases that actually have overheat and the camera will just stop recording. You won't want that on your DVR, especially accidents are not predictable. If accidents are predictable, then okay, but accidents are not predictable, so we won't know. So the DVR has to keep recording as long as the engine is running. So it is best that the recording unit is waterproof and heat-proof. At least minimum, it has to be heat-proof. And tip number four, have a professional to install for you. I know we sometimes really like to do our own DIY, but if you're not familiar with wiring, especially wiring, because nowadays newer bikes have electronics, okay? You won't want to tamper with the wiring and short circuit your own circuitry. Okay, so it will be recommended you go for a professional installation so that the wiring, and if there's any issue, at least there's someone who is accountable for. If you do it on your own, the supplier who supply you the DVR also cannot do much about it because you will damage it on your own. I would highly recommend to get it professionally installed. Okay, it is for your safety. And tip number 5, okay, this apply to anything you buy actually, not only DVR, it can be anything electronics and anything that maybe accessories. Buy from a shop that has good after sales support. Okay, there are cases I hear rants in Facebook that some shops, they just sell you the stuff and when you go back to them, they will just tell you, oh, it's like that one. Or they will say, we are very busy, we are very packed, but we see what we can do, and then don't hear from them. Okay, so you must be wary of that. I mean, this is up to your due diligence. Okay, you must really take note of genuine shops. Okay, and genuine attitude sellers. Okay, there are a lot. Even there are some in Carousel that they are actually genuine, but there are some black sheep there as well. So you need to really have your due diligence and really observe. So my recommendation is at least get a shop that have very good after sales service. Go through the testimonial and then judge it on your own. And here you have it. Here are my DVR tips for you on how to choose your DVR and how to purchase it. So if you like this video and you find this video useful and informative, do share with your friends, and I'll see you in my next video.